I don't think personal training is worth the money. Yep, I said it. Hey, I'm Danny, owner and head coach at OPEX Bristol, and I've been a trainer for about 15 years now. And for a lot of that time, I've seen people hire PTs either as an agony aunt or as some sort of professional rep counter. But if you made it past year 3 in school, you can probably count to 10 yourself. Now, before all the personal trainers send me hate mail, personal training isn't bad. It's just overprescribed. And there are other, more effective options that cost far less. Most people don't actually need one-to-one coaching. They've just been told they do. They've been told it's the gold standard. So let's have a quick look at who does actually need one-to-one training. First, if you're someone refining complex skills like Olympic weightlifting, yeah, you probably would benefit from some one-on-one time. Refining skills that have multiple things happening all in a very explosive movement often need every rep analyzed. Secondly, is if you are completely new to the gym and you want to get guidance on how to get started. One-to-one can be a good option here. Although, as I'll explain later in the video, it's definitely not the only option. And thirdly, people with injuries trying to build back strength. But on the flip side, over-analysis of movement can actually create its own problems in the long term for these individuals. And that's it. That's the list. Everything else? There are better, more efficient ways to get the same, if not better results. Let's talk money. Where we are in Bristol right now, personal training will set you back between £40 and £70 per session. You could probably find a newly qualified 20-year-old to do a session for 30 quid, but their chat will be wank. I mean, you should probably choose a quality option when it comes to the person you want to help you with your health and fitness. So let's say you want to train 2 to 3 times per week. You could be looking at between £320 to £800 plus per month. And at that point, your fat loss is no longer the biggest stress. Your bank account is. Now, the real problem is most people can't sustain that. So they stop. And when they stop, progress stops. Next is the main reason that I think PT is overpriced and overprescribed. Your results don't come from the session. They come from the actions and the habits that fill the other 23 hours in the day. And personal training rarely caters for that. Don't get me wrong, there might be the odd conversation while you're working out. Where'd you go for drinks?
King Street, and then somewhere on the harbour side.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And are you still eating like a fat cunt on the weekend?
Oh.
But that isn't actually effective for creating behaviour change. Now, there's another problem that has a slightly more nefarious vibe to it. Personal training can breed a kind of codependence. If you're paying a personal trainer £500 to £600 per month, you're a pretty large chunk of their income. And in truth, it's not really in their best interest to make you self-sufficient. And this can be unconscious. But come the end of the month, it can also be pretty damn conscious. On the flip side, you'll have the client saying, I need a personal trainer to stay motivated. Now, if you're turning up, not counting your own reps, not learning about your exercises or your lifestyle habits, and now you're not even running off your own steam, well then you better be prepared to pay that trainer for the rest of your life. So what do people actually need? Most people need structure, accountability, a clear plan inside and outside of the gym, an environment that makes showing up, well, easier, and most importantly, actual guidance, not just someone counting your reps. This is where small group personal training comes in, and not the everyone does burpees for 45 seconds type. Actual coaching, where you get your own coach, your own program, proper guidance, and real accountability, but you train alongside a small group, all following, and here's the important part, their own programs. This can change everything, because costs can go down, so you can actually stick with it long term. Frequency can go up, so you can get better results. And environment improves, so you're actually more consistent. And here's the big one, you're no longer relying on one single person. You're supported by a whole system. Properly run small group personal training is great if you're new to the gym and you need to learn the ropes, since there is always a coach to show you the exercise, but also your program will not have complex movements in it until you are ready for them. It's good if you find big gyms intimidating, because small group PT places tend to limit sessions to a max of 6 or 8 people. And it's also good if you want to lose body fat or gain muscle, especially because you've got your own coach working with you on your habits and nutrition outside of the gym. And it's great for people with injuries or ongoing aches and pains, since your program is designed around you and progressed based around your results and feedback each week. Now, this is important because a lot of places say they do small group personal training, but it's actually just a class with a fancy name. Here are some ways that you can tell the difference. Red flag number 1, everyone's doing the same workout. If everyone's squatting today, even if they're doing their own types of squats, that's a class. Red flag number 2, there's no progression or results tracking. That's just exercise, not coaching. And red flag number 3, the coach is just shouting at you from across the room. That's just chaos. What you want to see is individualized programs, coaching and feedback during each session, your progress tracked over time, and a coach who actually knows what you're working on and has regular catch-ups with you to make sure that you're actually on track. That's how you know it's real small group personal training. So when people say PT is the best option, what they really mean is it's the most traditional option. But fitness has moved on. And for most people, there's now a smarter way to do it. So if you ever struggled to stay consistent, dropped off after PT ended, or just felt like it wasn't sustainable, it's probably not just you. It might be the setup. And if you want to see what proper coaching in a small group actually looks like, I'll put all of our links below. And that's it from me. I hope this was helpful. And if you enjoyed this, our YouTube overlords think you'll love this next video. See you in the next one.